All right, another one for the day. Yes, got you again. I'm your boy George. Yes, I am the true truck driver. If you true, say you true. True. Need you to say it. Say you're a true truck driver. You're trying to learn something. I'm giving it to you. Giving y'all the knowledge. Yeah, let's get right into it. We're not gonna waste a whole lot of time because a lot of my episodes we go way. I take you guys through it. Trying to get you guys up on par, understanding what is going on in logistics, transportation, asset-based, freight brokerage, you name it, trains, rail, airplanes. We take you down through there. Government contracting. Yes, I am your boy George. Yes, today's episode is about factoring companies. Yes. For you guys that are looking to getting as a carrier, you just became a carrier or looking to become a carrier, let me tell you something that you need to inquire about, and that's factoring. Factoring is when a company purchases your load from the broker, okay? The load is coming from this place in Dallas, Texas. It's going to Atlanta, Georgia. There's a middle man, usually 100%. It's always the broker. Unless you have a direct contract with that shipper, okay? Or that receiver that you just submit bills directly to the shipper or the receiver to get your pay for that particular load from Dallas, Texas to Atlanta. If you do not have that direct connect, all right, that direct connect with they're paying you, you're usually going to go through a broker. The broker is the middleman. Yes, a lot of people say the broker sucks, but hey, when you bought your house, when you bought your car, there was a salesperson, right? Yeah, there was a middleman. You just didn't go directly and go to Nissan and go pick your car up. There was a middle person. It's always going to be like this in transportation, no matter what. Who tries to cut it out? There's too many loads across the United States. It might be 3 million, whatever, drivers. On a daily average, you might have 10 million loads posted across the country. No telling. All right. So you got the logistics of what I just said, right? From Dallas, Texas to Atlanta. So that load said it paid $2,000, right? You see it posted on DAT load board, a truck stop, or load 123. So you call up, the broker says, hey, I got the load available. I need you to take it over to Atlanta. First thing you're going to do is run that broker's credit to make sure they are worthy of paying you, the factoring company. What happened is, on that factoring company, you can run a credit check through that factoring company about that broker, and it come back and it will say it's that broker is either approved or they are on a no-buy list. The approved status will show you that you can probably haul maybe $20,000 worth of that broker's freight, and for quite a while, because that broker's a good payer. Usually when you see the scores on the DAT load board, they show a 90%, 97, 95, and on up. Those brokers pay pretty good. I mean, they pay in less than 30 days. They pay the factoring company in less than 30 days. Well, round up in there. They pay their bills. The brokers that I put on the no-buy list, these brokers probably haven't paid the bill in 45 days, and their credit went down, or they're not paying their bills at all. Okay, so that's how you get put on the no-buy list. All right, it's because that broker's not paying. So explained, the load is going from Dallas, Texas over to Atlanta. It's paying $2,000. You hit the broker up, the broker sends you the rate confirmation agreeing to the $2,000. You sign and send it back. When you finish dropping that load off in Atlanta, you're going to take the rate con, which is called the rate confirmation. That's what it's called. We call it a rate con in our industry. You're going to take that rate con and then you're going to send that rate con along with the BOL, the bill of lading that was signed. The shipper gave it to you at the beginning. The receiver gave it to you at the end. You signed off on it. They signed off on it. No issues. You turn that into the factoring company. The factoring company then takes a percentage, 1.5 or 2.5%, whatever their interest a charge is. They pay you the rest. So it might be out of that $2,000 load, they might be paying you $1,900. The reason is because they have a fee, because they're gonna send that invoice off to the broker, all right? And they're gonna wait on the money to be returned to them. That's how you end up getting paid. One of the things about the factoring companies is you need to have decent credit in order to get signed up with some of these factoring companies. Some of them, they don't care. Some of them, they do. Wex Fleet One, boom, they care. The reason why they're probably the largest besides Trump Capital and OTR, probably one of the largest companies out there. That's who we deal with, is Wex Fleet One. I know a lot of carriers say, hey, we don't use factoring companies. I understand, but sometimes you take a chance without using a factoring company because you can't just sit in your truck and pull a broker's credit if you don't have a factoring company. How are you gonna pull that broker's credit? You don't know if that broker's gonna go out of business next week, all right? See, when you pass them bills off to the factoring company, they are the ones that's eating it now because they have access to resources and attorneys that can go after even that shipper to make them pay, all right? You don't have time enough to do that while you're sitting in your truck. That's why you have to get into factoring. You try and move away from it after you've been in business for quite a while, because if you're constantly paying somebody $35, $45 every single load, just imagine that building up over the course of months. All of a sudden you look up, you owe maybe $8,000, $9,000. You could have had $8,000, $9,000 in your pocket. They also have a thing called a recourse and a non-recourse. All right, look that up with the factoring companies. The recourse action is where they'll come back out, and if that broker don't pay them in a certain amount of time, they will take that back out of your account. Then you have to look at the non-recourse. Non-recourse, that fee might be a little bit higher, might be 1.7 instead of 1.5. This saying, hey, you submit us the bills, the rate con, we'll never come after you about the broker paying us, right? They'll go after that broker. That's why it's good to have sometimes these factoring companies in place. Reason why we use Wex Fleet One is because they end up buying EFS. We want to be able to do our own EFS com checks, that type of thing, just in case we had a lumper that was down the road, or if we needed tires, we could actually purchase those tires. A driver calls and says, hey, George, I need a tire on my truck, or my trailer, it blew out. Well, I don't have to pull out a credit card, a company credit card. I can do a EFS com check, whatever, over the phone. All right, give them the confirmation code. If we had a lumper and it's in the middle of the night, we could actually pay for it and wait to get reimbursed from the shipper. So that's why we went ahead and went with Wex Fleet One. But there are some great companies out there. I want you to do your research. You got, like I said, Trump Capital, Apex Capital. You got OTR, right? You got a bunch of, thousands. They're thousands. Do your homework, do your research, and look into the factoring companies before you jump in the truck and don't know how you're gonna get paid, right? Some of these companies will pay you soon as you drop the load. They charge what is called quick pay. They will charge you a percentage. C.H. Robinson, I believe, charged 1.5 or 2.5%. JB Hunt, they charge a lot of brokers because you're doing quick pay after you drop that load and you want your money now. They have to charge you a percentage because they get hit with a percentage also. So don't be crying when you say, I need my money right now, and it's gonna be, oh, you're charging me $100. Well, guess what? They got charged also. You have to look at it that way, but you need your money now, right? For that load to keep moving, because you probably might need some fuel money. All right, look into factoring companies before you jump out here in these trucks. Learn what credit you need or what score it takes so you can be able to use their fuel card and their factoring services. All right, I am your boy George. I am teaching you guys something real special. You hear me? Coming up June 9th, June 10th. You heard me? 2023. If you are looking to become a freight broker, that's right, freight broker. I'm just looking for people that want to become a freight broker. I'm teaching you in Orlando, Florida. Yeah, come down and see Mickey Mouse. Ding! Hit my subscribe button, comment. Look for me on Eventbrite. I am your boy George. Stay true. I am the true truck driver. Freight broker too. Holla at you, boy.